Something very interesting happened at work today. So I'm gonna go ahead and drive to Vegas today. So we have to go and pick up a car out in Vegas. My boss basically asked me, or I should say, I volunteered because who doesn't want to go to Vegas? But he asked if I can go ahead and either fly out there or drive out there, and I was okay with either or. But we wanted to pick up the vehicle as soon as possible. So if I would have flown to Vegas, then I would have had to wait till tomorrow. And if I would have driven to Vegas, then obviously I can head out as soon as possible. So we're gonna go ahead and make a little road trip out of it, right? Make the most of it, as you should with everything. So we're gonna go ahead and get ready. I might just change into like comfier clothes because it's going to be a long drive and it's going to be basically work related, so I'm not going to be able to go ahead and have too much fun. But my boss basically gave me the green light to kind of hang out in Vegas for a little bit, but I'm being mindful, so I'm going to try to not take advantage and basically be out there all day. So I'm going to go ahead and have you guys tag along with me for that, so it should be fun. So I'm going to go home, change, and then we should go ahead and be on the road. So from where we live to Vegas, it's about, a 4 hour drive. So it's not too bad. So hopefully I make it there before 8 p.m., 9 p.m., but it's Vegas. So by the time we get to Vegas, it's going to be full-blown, Vegas. So if you haven't been to Vegas, it's pretty fun, and if you're willing to gamble and lose your money, because the house always wins. You might have a little strategy on blackjack, you might have a little strategy on poker, but if you're not a pro player, the house always wins. And back in my day, I used to go to Vegas all the time. Actually, roulette was my game of choice. But just like with roulette, it's gambling. It's not good, I don't condone gambling. You shouldn't gamble. So, we're gonna go ahead and basically see what's going on out there, and go ahead and take you guys with me. So it should be pretty fun, and then we'll see how long it takes to get up there. So I haven't been to Vegas in a while, so I'm not sure how the traffic is during the weekday. Usually I would go, Friday, Saturday, and the traffic up there is terrible because, people that live in California sometimes make a day trip to Vegas, and that's usually when they go, either Friday or Saturday. So hopefully it's not too bad. Once I get home and then I plug in the directions to where I have to go, then it'll kind of give me an idea of how long it's going to take. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, less than 4 hours. So I don't want to leave too late, because obviously the later I leave, the later I arrive, and the later I come back. So I'm not staying out there. It's going to be basically a turnaround trip. And for those of you that don't know what a turnaround trip is, you're basically going, hang out for a little bit, and then drive right back. So I'm not staying in a hotel. I'm not staying overnight. I'm just going to go there, take care of business, and then drive back. And this was probably the most affordable option, and I don't mind doing it, trying to help out where I can. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. I just wanted to test out 0.5 versus 1 on the back camera of my phone, and I wanted to see what the quality would be as well, because I've been using the front end of my camera because I want to see what I'm recording. And obviously I don't want to just record and just film the liner of my vehicle, or the bottom of my chin. And I noticed after watching back the videos that the quality isn't bad, but it's not the best. It kind of has like a little fuzzy look to it. And I didn't really realize that until I watched the video back, because on the footage on my camera or on my phone, it looks pretty clear. But then once I upload it, then it just didn't look as great as I wanted it to be. But you know, that's part of being new to this, and part of, you know, making mistakes and learning as you go. And the quality, I definitely want the quality to be as best as I can. So I'm going to try my best to tweak and improve something in my videos each time I go, just because, you know, I definitely want my channel to grow. Obviously, I want natural growth, no bots, no fake comments, obviously no buying subscribers. So I definitely want my channel to grow authentically. So yeah, so I'm not gonna go ahead and try to do any of that stuff. I'm not saying that's bad, but you know, that's not the route that I'm trying to take. So I'm trying to fix something each time. I'm trying to tweak something each time. You know, that's the learning process. Unfortunately, I don't have somebody that can just tell me everything right off the bat. All the little technical things about filming, I'm learning little by little. You know, just like on the front end of the camera, I didn't really have it at the highest quality at first, and then I tweaked that a little bit, and then I realized that the front camera isn't as great, so then now I'm using the back camera, and hopefully it's a little bit better. You know, I know that when I watch a video, I like to watch a pretty crisp and clean screen. So nothing wrong with a little blurriness or a little fuzziness. But again, if that's something that you can just tweak and fix, you know, why not? I'm not saying I'm going to go ahead and buy a new camera, but I'm going to go ahead and just try to make the most of what I have. And maybe not. It definitely is a little awkward just to record with your phone. It would be nice to kind of have something handheld. Obviously, you can buy a tripod, but then again, you're still using your phone, the tripod, and it's all, now you're just, at that point, you're just accessorizing. And I want something that's just subtle, convenient, and easy. You know, you can just take out and start using. So I might be able to look into buying a camera in the future. But right now, I'm just going to go ahead and just stick to what I have and just continue to use what I have. I think it's working so far. It's just, like I said, it's a matter of tweaking it and using it as best as I can. And the little tips that I'm learning as I'm going. Obviously, I'm watching YouTube videos on how I can grow my channel authentically, what equipment I use or what equipment I can use, and what equipment I don't need to buy right away. Just because I'm not trying to be a person that's already going to be investing so much money in something and, you know, use it for a month or two and then forget about it. Now, mind you, the microphones that I already had them, and that was just a perfect opportunity to just use those microphones because I wasn't really using them to begin with. So it's nice to have something and finally have a use for it. With any road trip, we have to get snacks. So we're gonna go ahead and stop at 7-Eleven and get something to drink, get something to snack on, and then we're gonna go ahead and hit the road. Just like I mentioned to you guys earlier, I was double checking to see how long it's gonna take, and it is in fact gonna take about 4 hours. So it's gonna be 4 hours there, give or take about an hour or so to take care of business, and then another maybe 3 hours back. It should be pretty fun. The road to Vegas isn't pretty loopy or up and down. It's almost a straightaway shot. So we might stop at the border of Nevada and California. So that's going to be basically, that's not the halfway point, but it's like a little place where there's like shopping centers, and right before we hit into Vegas, that's going to be like maybe around 45 minutes to an hour before Vegas. So that should be a pretty nice little stopping point. I'm going to go ahead and, you know what? I'm going to take you guys with me. So let's see what we get. And now we're going to go ahead and get the essentials, which is going to be drinks and something to munch on while we're on the road. I don't want anything too messy or too sweet or you know what? Good travel snack. So let's see. I think we've got beef jerky. Maybe I should get some, what is this, apple pie Kit Kat? Or some matcha Kit Kats. I mean, these are pretty good. I've had the matcha Kit Kat, it's actually really good. Or, I don't know what this says. Or, there it is. Little Cheetos. Yeah, I mean, so we'll see what we get. Yeah, I'm not sure if they have any, what's it called? They don't really have a lot of sugar-free options. I think we might just have to go ahead and say we're off the diet today. So I think we're just gonna go ahead and get junk food, honestly. So at this point, there's really not much that I can really get at the gas station. So I think I'm just gonna go off the game plan and just eat some junk food today. And we do have at least a dinner later on tonight that we're gonna go to. So that's something that we're also gonna have to figure out what we're gonna eat. And I don't want to eat something that's gonna upset my stomach on the ride to Vegas, just because I don't want to feel sick on the way there and then on the way back. Because like I mentioned to you guys earlier, I'm not gonna stay the night. So if anything were to happen, I'm gonna be out of luck on the road, if you know what I mean. So let me go ahead and grab the stuff that I'm gonna buy, and then I have to use my phone to pay. So I'll see you guys right now in a bit. I was wondering where the drinks were, but this 7-Eleven is kind of weird. It has the counter in the middle of the store, so I thought that there wasn't any drinks. So let me show you guys what I saw. So this is a store, and then that's where you pay right here, and then obviously the fridge area. So I thought that was it, and then I came over here, and I noticed that it's all the way over there. So it kind of threw me off a little bit. I couldn't figure out where the drinks were or the chips. So now it's looking like an actual gas station in here. So we got the chips and we got the energy drinks. But like I said, I don't really drink energy drinks. I'm gonna go ahead and just get some chips and maybe a Gatorade. So we'll see you guys in a little bit. So we made it to Primm, which is the city that's about 45 minutes away from Vegas. So this is a pretty good stopping point to go ahead and walk around and stretch my legs. So yeah, I mean, let me go ahead and show you guys. Obviously you guys can see, flip you guys over. Pretty cool. It's actually nice that it's lit up even though it's closed. No, I'm not gonna gamble. But yeah, I'm gonna walk around for a little bit. So we've been driving for about 3-ish hours non-stop. So usually when I'm driving and we have to get to a destination, I want to get there as soon as possible. So I'm gonna go ahead and push through and drive all the way non-stop. But I wanted to go ahead and just stop here for a little bit, because last time we drove during the night, like obviously all the lights were on. I'm gonna go, right now this is just an open parking lot, but I think we're gonna go and go to the gas station and get something to drink real quick. So we were here all the way up to Vegas. And then let me go ahead and show you what this gas station has, which is actually pretty cool. Pink Box Donuts. If I get a donut right now, I'm gonna go through a sugar rush, and then I'm gonna crash on the way back home, so I can't have a little sugar rush right now. But this place is actually really cool. All right, guys, so we're gonna go ahead and get back on the road, and we should be in Vegas in about 45 minutes, and for you guys, it should feel about maybe like a second. So we're gonna go ahead and head out right now. So we made it to Vegas. And pro tip, if you ever drive to Las Vegas and you want to go ahead and stop at the Strip and you don't want to pay for parking, a nice little fun fact is that Treasure Island has free parking. You don't have to worry about paying $30. So if you ever come to Vegas, go ahead and park at Treasure Island. Just to show you guys that it is in fact free. Treasure Island, free parking. I mean, it is a little bit like away from the whole action of the Strip, but once you park here, you can basically walk down the Strip and then walk back up, and then you're back at your car. Right now, we're gonna go ahead and find a place to eat that's relatively good, because I'm not trying to go ahead and get In-N-Out. I mean, obviously, I can get In-N-Out back at home, so I'm gonna try to find something that's decent and good. And we got the Trump Tower right in front of us. We got the Treasure Island right here. Let me go ahead and find something, because again, I have to use my phone. Now we are in pursuit of the restaurant. And what's the restaurant called?
Lobster meat.
Lobster Me. So some lobster rolls, which I haven't had lobster rolls in a while, so it's gonna be pretty good. And it's pretty inexpensive. I think the most expensive dish on there is like 25 bucks, so it's not too bad. There's a lot of things going on right now. It's like no watch. What time is it?
9:39.
Time 9:39. So we made pretty good time. We're gonna go ahead and we have dinner, and we're gonna go pick up the vehicle and then drive back home. Like I said, hopefully we're back home by midnight, not too late. I was not expecting to come to Vegas today, which was a very, very surprising thing. But, you know, sometimes unexpected things happen. And like I said, make the most of it. This is a crosswalk, yeah. So, yeah, this is really nice. On it, it's actually pretty empty too, just because a lot of people aren't here on a Wednesday. So, whenever I went to Vegas, it was usually a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So, yeah. So I've never really came here during the weekday. This is the first time I've ever come here during the weekday, actually. But yeah, let me go ahead and show you guys. It's a pretty nice view, and usually, you know, people are walking like shoulder to shoulder. So for it to be this empty is pretty mind-blowing, because I've always experienced Vegas where it's super, super, super busy. And I think they're even expanding out here too. So they're not even done growing. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and find the restaurant, and then I'll catch you guys up when we're in the seating area. Yeah, this actually feels like we just got teleported into a different city / different time. Oh, let me go ahead and show you guys the little. It's really nice out here. And like I said, you really don't get to enjoy it because there's a lot of people. And right now when it's pretty empty, it actually looks really, really nice. So we're gonna go ahead and find the restaurant, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. I got lost again, and we just went in a giant circle. Well, I think we finally figured it out. So we have to go over that bridge and into the Venetian. So we'll see you guys in a little bit. Hopefully we don't get lost again. I think now we're cooking. So what we did was we went through down there. And we're supposed to go ahead and cross the bridge. Let me go ahead and show you guys Bruce Willis real quick.
Hey, it's Ruth. Do it. What's up, y'all?
So we got Bruce Willis and Vin Diesel. And I'm not sure who that is, or I'm not sure who that is, but we're gonna go ahead and eat. Now I'm really hungry. This is actually really cool. So this is the Venetian. So if you haven't been here before, this is where they have like the indoor clouds. So it actually looks real, which is kind of crazy how they were able to go ahead and do that. It's like a little optical illusion up in the sky. And yeah, like I said, guys, like I know it's kind of late, but there's not a lot of people here. It's actually really nice being able to walk and not have like a whole crowd, shoulder to shoulder. But I think now we're on the right track. This is really nice. It's actually been a while since I've came to Vegas, so it's definitely nice to see how it looks. I mean, it's not really changed. Oh. I didn't realize that they had this in here. That's really cool. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and keep walking, and then we'll see you guys when we go ahead and go inside. So we finally made it to Lobster Me. And this place looks really good. It smells so good as well. So I got the lobster roll with, I believe it was waffle fries with a truffle aioli, or crab loaded fries with truffle aioli. So I'm excited to eat this. I haven't had a lobster roll in such a long time. So it's gonna go ahead and definitely be really good. So I'll go ahead and see you guys in a little bit once we're about to head out. And whoa, the gelato. They have some really crazy flavors here. They got the watermelon, the pineapple, the mango, pomegranate. So good. Yeah, this place is really nice. So we got a little waterfall, an indoor waterfall. And then they're trying to celebrate the Chinese New Year. And honestly, it looks really, really nice in here. So yeah, this looks really nice. It was really cool. Whoa, that's like a really, really big statue. Yeah, this place is really nice. And then we got over here. Yep. now that the fun's over, it's time to go ahead and get back to work. So we're gonna go ahead and drive to where we have to go, pick up the vehicle, and we're gonna go ahead and head back home. So right now it's about, what time is it?
11:07.
So it's 11:07. So by the time we go back home, it's gonna be about 3 in the morning. So we're gonna go ahead and see what time we actually go back home. So we're not gonna try to speed, just go to speed limit. We saw a lot of cops, a lot of checkpoints. So I feel like they're already expecting people to go ahead and start speeding back. So I'm gonna try my best to not get caught up speeding. Again, I don't condone speeding, no gambling. Don't flag me, YouTube. I'm just here to have some food.
Started.
All right, and we actually, now we're right where we started, so it wasn't much of a detour.
A big circle.
I don't think I'm gonna go ahead and have an outro for you guys, just because I'm gonna go, like I said, pick up the vehicle and then just drive straight home. By the way, this is lemonade, fresh squeezed lemonade, which is really, really good. I wasn't expecting it to be this good. I thought it was gonna be like the powder lemonade, but it's actually fresh squeezed. And we actually asked, like, hey, can we see the lemons? Not to be extra, but you know, if I'm gonna get powdered lemonade in Vegas, you know, might as well get the good stuff. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you so much.